Welcome. My name is Janel, and today I'd like to invite you into a practice that I call a walk in nature. When going for a walk with another, distractions become places for connection or opportunities for connection. Instead of being distracted by perhaps your phone on the couch, you may be distracted by a bird flying by or someone else crossing the road. These shared experiences and noticings can become opportunities for conversation and connection. The physical rhythmic movement while talking, of walking or tossing a ball back and forth, can be soothing. It's an opportunity to exert nervous energy, tension, and relax into thought with the comforting connection of another. Whilst we can't physically go for a walk together today, I'd like to welcome you to connection fit for all despite geographical distances. Through an embodied visualisation, I'd like to welcome you to enjoy a walk with me in nature on Gunakanaya country, Warrigal. You might like to ground your feet on the floor and ensure your back is rested against something. Spend a few moments now finding a comfortable position to stay in. If it feels comfortable for you, close your eyes as you are guided through this visualization. Remember that this is an invitation, of which you can also say no to. Please do what feels supportive to you. If you feel the need to return home and finish the practice before the end of this, some travellers have mentioned that it's helpful to wriggle your toes and fingers before opening your eyes, to gently reorientate the body to the space. Feel free to do this if it's helpful to you. I often go for a morning walk in nature in Gunakanaya country, Warrigal. Today, I'd like to invite you to join me. There is a path that journeys through bushland and houses. The landscape is shades of green and brown overlapping one another. It's often quite fresh in the mornings. The air is crisp, offering an energized hello. In the mornings, there is a fog that leans towards me from the sky. It's not prohibiting sight completely, but I notice that my other senses work harder to observe my surroundings. As I walk along the dirt path, my feet crunch into the soil and leaves that have fallen. I notice shreds of grass, sparkled with droplets of water from the evening rain. I appreciate the way the water restores the plant life each morning. And as I do so, I hear a symphony of birds. Their joyful song echoes, each sound calling to the other, forming a beautiful harmony. I continue to walk down the path. There is a trench to my right. In it, a river flows by. The stream is constant, full from the evening rain. In this river hides a family of frogs. They burp sounds of hello to each other amongst the wetlands. Further down the path, I notice a group of trees. They are tall with rough bark. Each treetop blends into the next, a continuous bushland among the skies. I notice one tree in particular and walk towards it. As I walk towards the tree, I remember reading that with a bit of sun, a tree uses the natural miracle of photosynthesis to combine a little water with carbon dioxide from the air to produce the building blocks for its own growth, as well as oxygen for us. As we expel carbon dioxide from our exhale, it is absorbed and turned into life-giving nutrients to the trees, and then returned back to us as fresh oxygen. Knowing the tree's capacity to be with me, the tree and we breathe together in harmony. A process of expelling air, breathing in, sustaining self, and then offering out to others. Alongside the tree, I breathe in healing and exhale nutrients, a mutual, reciprocal offering of connection. I ask you now to join me in noticing each element of the tree, considering who and what lives there. I notice the roots stretching out deep into the soil. I notice the trunk, wide and strong, rough bark, small animals crawling around it. I notice the branches, some large, some twig-like, each an extension of the next. I notice the leaves sitting upon the branches, some full, others barren, many colours. And among these leaves and on these branches sit traces of animals from past and present. I notice all the elements of the tree. In this place, we hold the possibility of accepting and giving goodness, breathing with the tree, breathing in healing and exhaling nutrients. What we sow will grow. What parts of you would you like to sow today so that they might grow tomorrow? Meeting on this land, we hold the opportunity of reciprocity, both in our connections with self and other. As we gaze at the tree, we ask ourselves, who would I like to connect with today? How might I do this? Is it in the simple doing of being with? Is it in the act of noticing, acknowledging, appreciating? Is it in an offering, an invitation to self, to other? Whatever it is for you, allow yourself the luxury of attending to this value or need in whatever way feels right for you in this moment. Take a few moments now to attend to this. Once we have done so, I welcome you to feel the warmth of the sun on your shoulders. See the light meeting all around us. And deciding now that it is time to return home, we travel back on the dirt path, pacing as we pass the trees, the river, the birds above. We arrive home. We have finished our walk together. Taking a few breaths in and out. Gently wriggle your toes and your fingers. And if your eyes were closed, gently open them, returning to the screen. Thank you for joining me in a walk in nature. If you have any comments or feedback, I'd love to hear from you. All the best, Janel.